Hey guys, welcome back. Recently, a lot of you guys have been requesting to see kind of a advice video for how to, I guess, survive through the coronavirus. And a lot of you guys have specifically been asking me to film this video because I live in Wuhan and I've kind of already gone through the coronavirus because we're actually just coming out of it now. So things should be returning back to normal maybe within a couple weeks or a month. But this video I will just be giving you guys my advice on how I've survived the coronavirus, and I'm not claiming that I am some medical professional that knows everything about the coronavirus, because I don't. These were just the precautions that we were told to take when Wuhan first went on lockdown. So the first and probably the most important tip is to wear a face mask whenever you leave the house. And this is the most important tip because you are covering your mouth and your nose, which are obviously the main entry points of a virus. You guys, I don't care if you think a face mask doesn't look cool or it doesn't suit you. It's the safe thing to do, and I mean, I don't look good in face masks because I have a really high nose bridge, so whenever I wear a face mask it sits like right under my eyes, but I have to wear it anyways, and it's mandatory here in China. Maybe it's not mandatory in your country, but it's the safest thing to do. I bought these quite a long time ago. It's a pack of, I want to say 10, but it was only 10 RMB, so that's like less than $1. And I know there's some controversy going around because these specific face masks, a lot of people are saying don't actually protect you from the virus because they don't protect the sides of your face. But when you think about it, this is a layer that is going over your mouth and your nose, which are the two main entry points. So even just wearing a mask like this is safer than not wearing a mask at all. Plus, I know that those specialty masks are probably really hard to get your hands on. So even just buying a mask like this will keep you somewhat safer. My second tip is to carry tissues with you everywhere you go. They come in these little cute packages. These two were a collaboration with Miniso, and I was lucky enough to pick it up in the store a while back. So I have these two super cute tissues. I mean, if you live in China anyways, you kind of know to carry these around with you everywhere because there's never ever any toilet paper or tissues in the bathrooms, whether that's in a mall or just like a public restroom. There's never any tissues, so people are always carrying these around with them anyways. And there are even some like vending machines that sell these kinds of tissues. If you're in North America, I mean, at least in Canada, there's always toilet paper everywhere you go, so you should be fine there. In any case, I think you guys should carry one of these with you because if you're opening a door or even pressing an elevator button, I think it's important to cover your fingers with a tissue before you touch those areas where a lot of other people have probably touched it. Not only can you carry regular tissues with you, but you can also carry wet wipes with you. These are just kind of skincare wet wipes, but I mean, if you have like a smaller pack of Lysol wipes, that would be really great too because you can disinfect the area around you and also disinfect your hands. Speaking of sanitizing your hands, you should always carry a little bottle of hand sanitizer with you. I know in China there also are these really tiny spray hand sanitizers, which are great as well. So you should always disinfect your hands whenever you touch something in a public area. My third major tip is vitamin C, because vitamin C is super important for keeping your immune system high. And if you have a high immune system, you are more likely to fight off the virus or any other types of viruses and cold and flu as well. So for me, I got this, which is a vitamin C and E gummy vitamin, and I also have this one, which is just a vitamin C gummy, but these are super tasty. So yeah, I have these two vitamins. I don't need to take both of them, so I'm just taking this one for now. Another tip, which is pretty common sense but a lot of people seem to forget to do, is just to wash your hands. More importantly, wash your hands as soon as you come home, because maybe you've been touching things when you were out and about, maybe you forgot to bring disinfectant with you or tissues with you, so you should definitely wash your hands and try to avoid touching your face altogether. For me, that's such a hard thing because I have such a bad habit of touching my face all the time. It's just like a nervous habit. Stockpile food. I'm not saying you guys should buy 20 things of toilet paper, because honestly, the amount of toilet paper that people are buying is so absurd. Like, that could last you a whole year. Definitely stockpile food, but stockpile more canned food and things like rice or pastas, carbs and proteins. I mean, it's unnecessary to really buy junk food. Go for the things that you know will have a long shelf life, because it's uncertain how long this virus will go on for. I think that people should just buy what they think that they need so that everyone can have a little bit. Also, you guys, I've heard crazy stories like people buying a ton of Lysol wipes and then trying to resell them, and I think that's just so evil, because it's like you're trying to profit off of an emergency situation, and that just seems so wrong to me. Imagine someone just buying all the Lysol wipes just so that they could sell it for double the price. I don't know, it's pretty dumb. Pizza! It's been 2 months now since Wuhan has been on lockdown, and although everything seems to be going a lot better, for some reason it's become a lot more strict outside. Like, you guys know how I went outside to do that walk around video where I showed you guys around my neighborhood? Well, now I can't even go outside my residential building area. We have like a small courtyard in front of our building, but we're not allowed outside of the courtyard. So yeah, it's just been kind of crazy in that sense, and that kind of made me wonder, are things really getting better? But I think because they're really pushing for this epidemic to be over in China in about a month's time, they really want to limit the people that are leaving. Because before they had security in front of those entrances, like outside of the courtyard, there's a little small gate and there would be a security guard that you would have to sign in and out. But I think a lot of people were finding ways to leave without signing out, or maybe if there wasn't a security guard at that time, a lot of people would try and make their way out. So they've actually put like this huge fence in front of that entrance, and that's kind of why I was like, are things really getting better or are they getting worse? Maybe it's kind of like their last little restriction before they open up Wuhan. And I've even noticed that some of the things that I've ordered on Taobao have been shipped out now. So maybe that means that logistics is coming back to its regular schedule. And I have friends in other provinces in China, and they told me that their province is pretty much back to normal. So Wuhan is really the only province that is left, since it is where the virus originated and the highest concentrated area with the most infected people. I think it will take a little bit longer for us to be quarantine free, but it's just a little while longer. So I'm really looking forward to being able to go outside again and just to be able to go shopping or go to a cafe. Honestly, like, the first thing I'm gonna order is bubble tea as soon as the quarantine is lifted, because I've had such a strong craving. And if you guys know me, you guys know that I love bubble tea. So I'm really looking forward to ordering some bubble tea as soon as the quarantine is lifted. Pizza! My mom told me that a doctor gave her a really good piece of advice. He said that when you come home from going outside, not only should you wash your hands, but you should also wash the inside of your nose. And I know that sounds kind of funny, but what you can do is when you're washing your hands, you have soap on your hands, just take your finger and stick it in your nose and just give it a good clean. That is because if you inhale the virus, it can live on your nose hairs for a little while before it actually enters your body. Pizza! But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I know a lot of this was pretty much common sense, but it's good to kind of remind yourself that these things are important, such as washing your hands and wearing a face mask. Take your vitamins too. And you guys need to realize that if you do follow these precautions, then you most likely are safe from the virus. You just need to limit yourself from going outside too often. I mean, personally, what I did is I would only go out if I really needed to buy some groceries or something. And I was always really cautious with touching things that are in public.
Kicha!
I hope this video was helpful for you guys because I know a lot of people are now seeking some advice from people in Wuhan who have survived this unfortunate epidemic. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay safe. Bye!